Since we're having more floor wipe-ups today, I wonder if it's a little more humid in here because of the the storm outside. It's creating the air conditioning to be a little more humid.
You might think that there was a little bit of gamesmanship involved too, but not so, because the down umpire, the referee's been out there every time pointing to all the little spots on the floor, and we got 3 towel wipers going tonight.
Yeah, referees are on to fake towel wipe-ups, trust me.
Well, he's the one pointing them out, so. Good swing by Siki Sarkovic.
Sarkovic is the first player on the floor to get to double figures in kills with that swing.
A freshman out of Belgrade, Serbia.
One of his biggest thrills in his life, he said, was winning the World Championship, Junior Championship back in 2009 in Italy, playing for the Serbian junior national team.
Good serve by Sador, gets a little bit of the cable. Torres manages to put it down off of the block. Averill and Siki were there, but unable to knock that one back to the Pepperdine side of the court. Point for the Waves, 13-12. Pepperdine on
Matt
top.
West is bringing Torres' sets a little bit more off the net. Last night, Torres got a little more in trouble when he got his sets too tight to the net. And I think that West is giving him better location.
Sarkovic trying a little roll shot, dug up by Gerrans, and Torres pops it over the net. Sarkovic, and he is roofed big time. And once again, it is Antonejevic.
Torres was in on it as well, but I think Antonejevic was the primary blocker there. Oh yeah, he pressed way over on that one. Believe it or not, primarily a soccer player who uses his feet from the Midwest. Tutors the inner city kids in Chicago with how to play soccer, not volleyball.
His hometown is Buffalo Grove, Illinois, but you got to figure he's got a little Eastern European in him with the name of Antonejevic. And Brooks Sador with a big swing. That's good for the win, and Hawaii back within a digit. They'll be 13 serving 14, and Sarkovic coming up to serve for Hawaii. Well, the second set going very similar to the first. Neither team able to really get a lot of separation. Hawaii didn't get it till they got to the 22nd point, and another great swing for the Punahou grad. Josh Taylor, and at 15 will take a timeout. Hawaii trails by 2.
Find the perfect gift for every occasion at Big Island Candies. Visit them at their flagship in Hilo at Ala Moana Center, or click on BigIslandCandies.com to view their entire collection and place your order today.
15-13, Josh Taylor, and he shanks that one out. Point for Hawaii on the side out, and the Warriors back within 1.
How about this blocking stat from the first set? Pepperdine had 2 blocks. They now have 9. 7 blocks here in the second set.
Taylor Averill back, always with that kind of float serve. There it is. Setting up Gerrans. Gerrans, again, only 6 feet 1 inches tall, but got a good swing.
You can tell Gerrans wants to play tonight. He wants to get that starting spot back. He was 4 kills, 4 errors, and then I hit 0-0-0 and was replaced by Scott Ryan midway through the match. So tonight he's more than earning his keep.
Sador kind of rolls it off the cable. Gerrans dug up by Cheap, who's there to cover Sarkovic. And JP just kind of comes flying in awkward fashion and just fists it and out. And that's a point for the Waves. Biggest lead at 3 now. That's 17-14. Oh, how Charlie Wade would love to take a 2-sets-to-none advantage. They would probably love to not play a 5-set match at home. Allen's off the block and out, point for Hawaii, and they're back within a couple. And it's Ramos back to serve it up for Hawaii. Torres, and Torres' roof. J.P. Mark. Marks.
This is reminiscent of, I think, set number 5 the other night, or was it set 4 that Marks got 2 in a row on Torres. Marks all by himself, reaches into the angle there very nicely and penetrates over at the same time.
You know, Torres is such a big, strong, athletic guy, but Marks, well, he knows how to play the game. This time they go to Guerin, soft little touch. Ramos pops it up there, and Hawaii with a chance. JP goes cross court. And that's good for the winner. And Hawaii ties this match up at 17, and they're on 8. Nice little run here to even it up at 17.
Not sure about that set by Siki. It was a little bit spinny, a little helicopter-ish, but they got away with it, and they get the point.
So we take a break, even at 17. Marv Dumpy calling timeout. Back and we go inside the numbers presented by Burger King. The number is 97.6%. That's the percentage of offensive output Pepperdine starting 7 are responsible for, which tells you that Marv Dumphy's not really looking to the bench to come in here and make a difference.
Right, he pretty much goes with these 7 with occasional substitution, but very rare.
Ramos with a good serve. Hawaii, that ball popped over with an opportunity now. Brooks Sador off the hands it out. And Hawaii was down by 3, now takes the lead at 18-17. And Hawaii now on a 4-point run, going from down 3 to +1.
Play with a nice scramble play right there. They're starting to play some better defense. You know, they're not an overly large team, so they've got to play defense in other ways and make scramble plays, and they're getting pretty good at it right now. Reading the attackers better, picking up more of their tips. As you see Jeff Hall and Charlie Wade confiding the brain trust.
Ramos again back to serve it up for Hawaii +1 at 18-17 in set number 2. Serve, it could have been long. Torres dug up by Ramos. Siki gets it in. And Ramos gets it over. Free ball. And a good swing. As Kalmbach puts it down and ties this match up again at 18.
Kalmbach with his 5th kill. Again, no errors tonight so far. He went a long time with no errors last night as well. He's hitting .714.
Torres back to serve now for the Waves. Good serve that time, dug up by Cheap. Oh, J.P. Marks, one of his better swings of the night.
You know, the best play of that whole rally, though, was Matthew Cheap's pass. Maurice Torres just ripped his serve. I don't know if you can tell that at home, but this was one great Ace Hardware hit as well.
Definitely the hard hit of this match. And JP to serve it up. Good pass there, flying in is Josh Taylor. Not really sure what happened to Sarkovic. He just kind of went flying backwards and wound up on his back end. We're tied up at 19 all.
Good swing by Josh Taylor. He's getting more in the groove now. He started off the match with 4 errors there, and he was hitting negative for a while. Then he got back to 0. Then he got his 5th error. Now he's got 6 kills, 5 errors, hitting .062, but I doubt very much that he'll end up at .062.
Garrett's to serve it up for Pepperdine. Setting Siki. And that's a point for Hawaii. First to 20. It is 2019, and Chris, how big would it be to go to the intermission up 2-0?
There's a big, big difference between 1-1 and 2-0. Huge difference.
I mean, it's kind of exponential. It's not just like, hey, it's 1 better. It's just huge. Johan Timmer now to serve. He's been a great server off the bench for Hawaii. Delivers another good serve. Torres out of the back row, dug up by J.P. Marks. And Marks will be forced to pop it over. Free ball. Feeding the middle. Hawaii. Overpass. Guerin sets it up. They're going to go cross court to Josh Taylor off of the hands of Sador. Siki off the hands. Torres pops it up. Garen's out of the back row, dug up by Johan Timmer. Overpass, look at this rally, the best of the night so far. Sador hanging high. And that ball is misplayed by Pepperdine, and Hawaii gets the point.
Oh my goodness, what a rally. Marv Dumpy's got one more timeout. I wouldn't be surprised if he called it right here after this wipe up. We'll call a timeout. That took a lot out of his players. I was surprised that Torres didn't get a set during that whole rally. Instead, West chose to go to other people, but in any case, J.P. Mark's got to credit him for keeping the rally alive with this tremendous digs of his, and Timmer with another great serve.
And you're absolutely right. Marv Dumpy kind of waiting for the towel wiping to be completed and then takes advantage of the opportunity.
You got to give some credit to Ryan Pfluger there. I'll tell you, Timmer ripped his serve, and Ryan Pfluger, the Pepperdine libero, just popped it right up on the money, right where Matt West could set any one of 4 different attackers. So credit Pfluger for hanging in there, because Timmer proved last week that his serve is one of the toughest to handle probably in the league. Ask UCLA.
Yeah, well, let's go back and look at this. This is our Fujitsu cool play of the night, and certainly the longest rally of the night. Johan Timmer.
We saw Pfluger's pass up. Well, there, Torres did get a set at the very beginning. There's a free ball for Pepperdine. And finally, they get a touch off Kalmbach. On the outside, Taylor gives Hawaii a chance. Sigi gets a swing, Pepperdine plays it. Garens gets dug, but not well. A one-handed dig by Ramos. And Sador gets a swing that goes into the press area. And Hawaii wins the longest rally of the night easily. Now, serving in after the timeout's going to be Timmer's biggest challenge. The young New Zealander would love to get this ball in and get Hawaii's 22nd point, but most of all, I think it's important for the team that's behind to force them to have to earn the point rather than get a free rotation by a serve into the net or a serve out. So any serve in here, I think, is solid for Timmer.
Well, Timmer's done a great job for Hawaii coming off the bench. He did so Friday night. And he has been solid again coming in tonight with the serve. Kind of looks up at that big jumbotron and sees himself. And who knows what he's really looking at. Good serve again off the cable. Here's Torres. And Torres blows it past Joby Ramos to pull his Waves back within 1.
Torres is so physical. Reminds me a lot of George Romaine, the old Pepperdine opposite, who was like 6'7", 240. Touched, 11-6 or 11-9. And Torres is much like that. He'll take a set that's 12 feet off the net. Just rip it.
Granado in to serve it. Sador setting for Siki. And that ball is knocked back down on the Hawaii side. And that was not a good play by Hawaii that time. And we're tied up at 21 all.
Pepperdine picks up their 10th block of the night. 8 blocks in this set alone.
And Charlie Wade is going to call a timeout, and the Waves come back with 2 back-to-back points out of the timeout. And immediately quiets this crowd down, and Hawaii just kind of cut out of a good rotation there. You had Sador, who got the ball initially and then put it cross court. You can take it from there.
And Siki goes up against that 3-man block, just taps it down. Again, that was not his best choice either. He needs to get that ball deeper over the block. You can't take a chance one of those big guys in the middle can just tap the ball straight down for an easy block. He knows the mistake too. He'll make a better selection next time. Marv Dumpy, you see him there, how he's demonstrating blocking there in the huddle. I think he knows that this team is on a blocking roll right now with 8 blocks in this set alone. That's a lot. They average only 3 on the year to lead the league. Now they've got 8 in this set alone. That's tremendous.